Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Krishna Chaitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on November 4th, 2020 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Mukta karoti vachalam Mangalang ayate garim Yatithata mahan vande Srigaram dinatadinam Paramananda madhavam Sri Chaitanya Isram Hare Om Tat Sat.
Continuing with the Sri Krishna Chaitanya book compilation, today's topic is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reaches Remuna with the associates. Chaitanya Chandrodaya Nataka. Ratnakara enters. Ratnakar says, "Why does my dear wife Ganga suddenly appear to be unhappy? Therefore, I will ask her what has brought suffering to her heart." He looks ahead. I will approach her and ask, "Oh, noble lady, why do you appear in this way?" As he approaches. As described, Ganga enters.
Alas, alas!
Ganga says, "Alas, alas, it is a long time since I have had obtained contact with the Lord's body, who is the cause of my being fortunate as the water that has washed his lotus feet. What else can be greater good fortune than this? I once had his association, I have it no longer. What else can be a greater misfortune than this? What will I do who am so unfortunate?" She reflects for a moment. Ratnakara, while approaching, says to Ganga, "Bhagirathi, why are you unhappy?" Ganga replies, "Noble husband, O noble husband, what do you ask? I am indeed unfortunate." Ratnakara replies, "Oh, Bhagirathi, how is that?" Ganga replies, "The Supreme Lord, the Master of the blissful, sweet devotees, the Lord by washing whose feet I am famous in this world, every day used to fill me with nectar of happiness by bathing in my waters. Alas, alas, now he will give me up. For that reason I am unhappy." Ratnakara replies, "Yes, I understand. I heard that he turned back from his journey to Mathura and now stays at Advaita's home. He is not leaving you after all. Why are you unhappy?" Ganga replies, "Yes, is it so? Still, on another day, after Srivas and other friends came from Navadvip, and after Sri Sachi Devi had cooked, as he sat with his friends eating and playfully joking, the Lord began to speak." Ratnakara said, "What did he say?" Ganga replied, "He said, quote, 'O Advaita, my friends, please hear this. By the order of my mother and you, dear affectionate friends, I am forbidden to leave. Because of this obstacle, I cannot go to Mathura. Therefore, now all of you please be merciful to me and order me so now I may go to Mathura." Ratnakara, Then? Mother Ganga said, "Then," Advaita Acharya said, "if out of love for you, everyone cheerfully said, 'Yes, you may go,' then even before you had gone, everyone's life breath, unable to bear the outrage of separation from you, would leave out bodies at once." Ratnakara said, Well said, Advaita, well said. Then, Ganga replied. The Lord affectionately repeats again, Advaita, O my friends, please hear this. By the order of my mother and you, dear affectionate friends, I am forbidden to leave. Because of this obstacle, I cannot go to Mathura. Therefore, now all of you, please be merciful to me and order me so now I may go to Mathura. Oh, Advaita, my friends, I have accepted a sannyasi's cloth. It is not right for a sannyasi to remain in his own country surrounded by affectionate friends and relatives. You are very intelligent and learned. And my mother is also very intelligent. Therefore, all of you personally discern as to what is the duty of this body as a sannyasi. What more need I say?
This is presented as the Chaitanya Chandrodaya Natak.
So this is presented as the Chaitanya Chandrodaya Natak.
It's as a drama,
It is as a drama,
and different by actors who speak.
and different actors who speak.
This is one of the texts give details of Lord Chaitanya's pastime.
This is one of the texts which gives details of Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. Ratnakara says, the Lord also said the right thing. Then Ganga replied. All his friends and Advaita Acharya went near his mother Sachidevi and discussed. Ratnakara said again. Then Ganga replied. When nobody could agree with each other in the discussion, then Mother Sachi said, Bho, if accepting sannyasa and then rejecting it brings irreligion, for then it is not possible to tolerate the blaming of the wicked people. I will not tell him to do that just for the sake of my happiness. Therefore, it is proper for him to go to Jagannath Puri. Sometimes there is hope of hearing news of his activities.
So this is being expressed by Mother Ganges.
So this is being expressed by Mother Ganges.
Because either way, she is being deprived of Lord Chaitanya's association.
Because either way, she is being deprived of Lord Chaitanya's association.
And Lord Chaitanya goes to Mathura or to Jagannath.
Whether Lord Chaitanya goes to Mathura or to Jagannath Puri. Ratnakara, well spoken mother, well spoken. You have surpassed even Devahuti. Then Ganga said, struck with wonder, everyone said, Mother, how have you spoken like this? Hereafter, we are not able to transgress this, your words, that is set forth just like the Shruti. Ratnakara said, Then, Mother Ganga replied. Then Mother Sachi said, let whatever happens to us, let that happen. If wicked man find fault with him, it will be unbearable. If he goes to Jagannath Puri, then you will be able to visit him, and in this way I will hear news of him.
Mother Sachi are willing to sacrifice her own happiness
So Mother Sachi was willing to sacrifice her own happiness
for the sake of Lord Chaitanya.
for the sake of Lord Chaitanya. Ratnakara, then Mother Ganga replied. Then they all approached the Lord and conveyed Mother Sachi's words to him. Ratnakara, then Ganga, then the Lord became happy and said, as the mother of the world orders, all of you order, I will go to Jagannath Puri.
Haribo.
Haribo. Ratnakara. Then Ganga said. Then everyone said, Lord, please stay here for some days more, so we may see your lotus feet. Ratnakara. Then Ganga replied, in order to please his mother and friends, the Lord stayed with them for 3 days. Just like before, to please them, the Lord feasted with his friends whatever the mother of the Lord, Sachi, and Achyutananda's mother together cooked. When on the 4th day the Lord prepared to go, everyone discussed and gave Nityananda, Jagadananda, Damodara, and Mukunda to accompany the Lord. When they and the residents of Navadvip left, Advaita Acharya cried very much. Lord Chaitanya did not say anything to him but simply left. Ratnakara said, since the Yavana king of Bengal and Maharaj Prataparudra are at enmity with each other, there is no going and coming between these regions. How can the Lord and his 4 associates go? Mother Ganga replied, Noble husband, this is not surprising. Look, who can hate or envy the Super Soul, the sincere friend of the entire world, and who has no enemy in the world? Nobody hates or envies him. Look, without obstruction, the Lord and his 5 friends now travel among the 2 ferocious armies within the region of Utkal and Gauda. Furthermore,
So, King of Bengal, the King of Orissa, they were in enmity with each other.
so the king of Bengal and king of Orissa, they were in enmity with each other.
Bengal is known as Gauda, and Orissa is known as Utkala.
Bengal is known as Gauda and Orissa is known as Utkala.
Although there was no traveling between the 2 countries at that time, by road,
Although there was no traveling between the 2 countries at that time by road,
the Lord went by a boat.
the Lord went by boat. When they saw Lord Chaitanya, the deceitful tax collectors in each villages, the residents of great forests and hills, and the highway robbers who stay on the road, causing fear to the travelers. All these people burst into tears, stumble, and roll about on the ground in ecstasy.
Such is the mercy of Lord Chaitanya.
Such is the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Ratnakara said, Is it so? The Lord does not give pleasure to those who are naturally demons at heart, but with expectation of this, He purifies even the most sinful and fallen and decorates them with bhakti rasa. Then Ganga, certainly, Ratnakara says, then Ganga said, leaving the impassable royal roads, always filled with moving soldiers, horses, elephants, and feudatory princes, the Lord went through the jungle. Ratnakara, then Ganga says, Oh, marvelous! The ferocious tigers, elephants, buffaloes, and rhinoceroses that fled in fear of the Lord Rama's powerful vows when he traveled deep in the jungle are now stunned in ecstasy by tasting a drop of his mellow of sweetness. For example, instead of running away by seeing his beauty, they used to stay there helpless due to being filled with love.
And this is Lord Chaitanya when he went to Vrindavan to the Jharkhand forest.
So just as Lord Chaitanya, he went to Vrindavan through the Jarikanda forest.
All the wild animals, tigers, deers, etc., began to chant and dance.
All the wild animals, tigers, deers, etc., all began to chant and dance.
And Lord Chaitanya went to the Sundavan jungle. The wild animals are also
When
filled
Lord,
with love by Lord Chaitanya's mercy.
when Lord Chaitanya went to the Sundarvan forest, the wild animals were filled with love of ecstasy. After walking for some days through the jungles and blessing the various vines and trees with good fortune by accepting their flowers and fruits, he again returned to the royal road. Ratnakara said, "Where did he go then?" Ganga replied, "The Lord returned to the royal road so he could offer prayers with great respect to an ancient deity of Krishna holding a flute in his hand, residing in the town of Remuna."
Deity, our Lord Gopinath,
This is the deity of Lord Gopinath.
is famous and he stole a pot of kheer by his devotee, Radhavendra Puri.
Was famous for stealing a pot of kheer for his devotee Madhavendra Puri.
When Lord Ram went over this place on his flower airplane,
When Lord Ram went over by this place by his flower aeroplane,
so he carved a deity of his incarnation in the Dwapara Yuga as Lord Gopinath.
So he carved his deities as an incarnation in the Dwapara Yuga as Lord Gopinath.
And a stone taking his arrowhead, he carved the Gopinath deity.
In a stone taking his arrowhead, he carved the Gopinath deity.
That deity is worshipped in Ramona.
That deity is worshipped in Remuna. Jai Kirshor Gopinath ki Jai. Ratnakara, ancient in what sense? Ganga said, some say the devotees should worship the two-armed form of Lord Gopinath, and this worship is better than the worship of the Lord in four-armed form. Others say that in ancient times, four-armed deities of the Lord were visible everywhere, and Gopinath is not ancient. Ratnakara said they do not know in Cuttack and many other places are many ancient deities such as the deity of Sakshi Gopala.
প্রভুর রেমুনায় উপস্থিতি ও গোপীনাথ দর্শন। পথে বড় বড় দানি বিঘ্ন নাহি করে, কাশবারে কৃপা করি আইলা রেমুনারে।
There were many rivers on the way, and at each river there was a tax collector. The tax collectors did not hinder the Lord. However, he showed them mercy. Finally, he reached the village of Remuna, purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. There is a railway station named Baleshwar, and 5 miles to the west is the village of Remuna. The temple of Shirachora Gopinatha still exists in this village, and within the temple, the Samadhi of Rasikananda Prabhu, the chief disciple of Shyamananda Goswami, can still be found.
রেমুনায় শ্রী গোপীনাথ সমীপে প্রভুর দিব্য উন্মাদ লীলা। হেনমতে শাক্তের সহিত রসক করি আইলা রেমুনা গ্রামে গৌরাঙ্গ শ্রীহরি।
This morning, I was joking with Shakta.
In this way, after joking with that Shakta,
Lord Gauranga Hari reached village of Remuna.
Lord Gauranga Hari reached the village of Remuna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 2.7.46 it is stated, surrendered souls, even from groups leading sinful lives, such as women, the laborer class, the mountaineers, and Siberians, or even the birds and beasts, can also know about the signs of Godhead and become liberated from the clutches of the illusory energy by surrendering unto the pure devotee of the Lord and by following their footsteps in devotional service. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, O Lord, even outcasts are purified by hearing and chanting your glories and meditating upon you, this absolute truth. What then to speak of those who see and touch you? The word rasa in this verse means joking. Remuna is situated 5 miles west to Balasore. The deity of Kshirashora Gopinath is situated there. Murari Gupta Kocha. So saying, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu set forth again absorbed in Hari Kirtana. Whenever he saw deities of the Lord or the Devatas on the road, he offered prostrated obeisances and offered some prayer of praise according to the Vidhi. Chaitanya Mangal.
হাতিয়ারি রাগ দিশা ভাইয়া গাওরে ওরে ওরে গৌরা গোসাইর মহিমা গুণ গাহ আরে ভাইয়া প্রাণ ভাইয়া সংসার বাসনা না করিও জগতে যাবতকাল জিও মহাপ্রভুর চরণ না ছাড়িও।
All my dear brothers, all Lord Gaura Gosai,
Oh my dear brothers, oh Lord Gaura Gosai,
sing his glories.
singing his glories.
My dear brothers,
Dear brothers,
do not desire the samsara, the material enjoyment of the material world.
do not desire the samsara, the enjoyment of the material world,
Living on this world of birth and death.
living this world of birth and death.
As long as you live in this world, in this universe,
As long as you live in this universe,
don't give up the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
don't give up the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
তবে সেই মহাপ্রভু চলি যায় পথে তমলোকে উত্তরিল মহাপুণ্য ক্ষেত্রে।
Walking on the path,
And then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu
then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu
walked along the road
walked along the road
and came to the holy place known as named as Tamaluk.
He came to the holy place named as Tamoluk,
Very holy place.
very holy place. He came to the very holy place named Tamoluk. Murari Gupta Kocha. In this very pious land of Harikshetra, Tamolipta or Tamoluk, the Jagat Guru took his bath in Brahmakunda and then took darshan of the deity of Madhusudan.
ব্রহ্মকুণ্ডে স্নান দেখি শ্রীমধুসূদন প্রেমায় অবশ প্রভু আনন্দিত মন।
The Lord Gauranga took his bath in the Brahmakunda
The Lord Gauranga took his bath in the Brahmakunda
had the darshan of the deity of Sri Madhusudan.
and had the darshan of the deity of Sri Madhusudan.
Lord Chaitanya was filled in loving ecstasy.
Lord Chaitanya was filled in loving ecstasy.
Therefore, his mind was very joyful.
Therefore, his mind was very joyful. Murari Gupta Korcha. Then Gaura Bhagavan went to the great town of Remuna and stayed for a few days to see the deity of Gopala.
এই মনে কতদিন পথে চলি যায় উত্তরিলা মহাপ্রভু গ্রাম রেমুনায়
I think that Kamluk is in the southern part of Bengal.
I think that Tamluk is in the southern part of Bengal,
Modern Bengal.
of the modern Bengal.
Maybe at that time, I was part of the Orissa kingdom,
Maybe at that time it was the part of the Orissa kingdom.
and therefore, somehow Lord Chaitanya was going then the northern part of Orissa.
Therefore, Lord Chaitanya was going on the northern part of Orissa.
Then, after some days
Then,
of walking
then after some days of walking
on the path,
on the path,
Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arrived in the village of Remuna.
then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arrived in the village of Remuna.
Vasu Ghosh also his temple is in southern Medinipur.
Vashi Ghosha's temple is also there in southern Medinipur.
So at that time, it could have been part of Orissa.
At that time, it could have been part of Orissa.
It's very common that the people in southern Medinipur have names similar to the names in Orissa.
It's very common that the people in the southern part of Medinipur have the name very common to the names of Orissa.
And the chapter entitled
Thus ends the chapter entitled Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reaches Remuna with the associates.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.